Good morning, kings and queens. This morning, this is the King Advocate. I want to talk to both of you today, kings and queens. Um, I'm going to start with you, queens. I want to talk about that ratchet mouth. I don't think you all really understand the power of your words, the power of the tongue. What you say, you make manifest. Um, I've been around some brothers lately that have been really going through it with their women, with their wives. Um, so much disrespect has been occurring that is it's really unbelievable to me. It's unfathomable, if that's even the right word. It's unbelievable. But what I want to really emphasize is, like I said, the power of the words. When you tell somebody something negative and that's all they hear, that's what they process. We've grown up with the understanding that, sticks and stones may break my bones, but words will never hurt me. And that's really one of the biggest myths ever told, because they do. Negative words have an impact on how your brain processes. And it does have an effect on how a person thinks about themselves and how they respond in their actions. Therefore, if you continue to tell a person that they're awful, they're negative, they're stupid, they're dumb, they ain't shit, they ain't no man, whatever the case may be, if you continue to tell them that, the brain's going to process that as truth. And that will cause that person to behave in that manner. Women, when you tell these brothers that they ain't shit, you don't need them, they ain't no good, they ain't no man, they're worthless, anything other than they are kings, you are creating exactly what you spitting out your mouth. And then you have the audacity to come back and say no good men. Well, I'm going to ask you this. Whose fault is that? It's not completely their fault. You have a lot to do with these men's behavior. We have a lot to do with our men's behavior. A lot. That tongue, that ratchet ass mouth. And please excuse me for curse words this time, but this is really serious and it's getting got on my nerve. We trying to raise these kings. We trying to raise kings. We need these men to be out here protecting us. There's no way they can protect us if we're tearing them down. If they're supposed to be sitting on a throne, they can't be there if we set fire to the throne. They can't have peace in their home or in their dominion if we keep causing wars. We can't look to them for what we need them to be, for what they were created and designed to be divinely, if we don't allow them to be that. We have to encourage them to be what God created them to be. And that is kings, that's heads, that's leaders. Another thing that you have to understand, and I spoke on it briefly when I spoke about the political aspects and voting, about how President Obama got the attention of black people and how Hillary Clinton got the attention of the woman. And together, there was a connect with the black woman, so-called black woman. There's a purpose behind that. Black women, so-called black women, and good, godly, righteous black women are targets. We're targets. Why? Because we are the strength behind the black man. There is a lot of power behind him, within him, and because of him. And if you can tear down that woman, then you will tear down that man. You destroy that woman, you'll destroy him. I'm going to mention again, go look up your history. You can start looking it up in Willie Lynch letters. It's described in the Willie Lynch letters. The whole process to breaking a man and making a slave, but how he used the woman to help break him for his own purpose. We're doing the same thing still. We're still doing it. This got to stop. That ratchet ass mouth needs to stop. Understanding your role, your place, needs to be learned. Respecting that man and encouraging him and supporting him needs to begin. It should have begun a long time ago. Some of this is due to ignorance because we just don't know. We don't know the information. We don't look up the information. And then we just been straight out disobedient to the word of the Most High, which is also a reason why we don't know, because some of that knowledge has been blocked. But we need to know, and we need to tighten up real quick. Stop running that ratchet mouth. Start supporting these men. And men, start being men. That's another thing. You were created to be kings, but you can't just walk around and say that you're king and not walk in that manner. You have to wear that crown at all times, no matter what the situation is. Because when you change, when your foundation is fixed, then everything around you is fixed. When you are proper in your position, then the woman will also be proper in her position, because it restores natural order. Once you are out of order, everything is out of order. You want your house to be peace, then be peace. Bring peace. Lay down law. And it's not about you being a dictator or, a unrighteous ruler. It's not about that. There is a certain order to things that have to take place in order for natural law to be restored. Do it properly. Get what you're supposed to get. Do what you're supposed to do so we can be where we are supposed to be. That's the word for today. No more ratchet mouth. Kings, rise up. Queens, act right. Wear your crown. Peace.